Ruins discovered. Sitting a unit. I discovered some ruins, but my dickheads aren't going in it, so I'm gonna have to cancel. Build a farm right there. Put these archers in defense mode. Alright. Uh-oh, what are you doing?
What?
I hear little errors. Bling, bling.
Bling.
What type of errors were popping up?
Nothing.
Nothing? Well, I heard it. I'm recording. I'll go back and listen to it.
Are
Type
you
of
actually
Windows
recording?
Yeah, I am. Recording. My computer can actually do it now, Desbo. You can also render in 4K. I tested it. But the file size is like fucking 8 gigs. I mean, my internet would have no issue uploading that, but there's no point in rendering anything in 4K. Half the people can't even watch it. So, what are you doing now? Bronze working?
Hold up.
You fucking faggot.
Don't be like that, man.
I think we should probably do masonry so you can clear that marshland if you want to around you.
Sure, let's do masonry.
It also allows to construct walls.
Alright,
Stonehenge was built in a faraway land. Maria the First has entered the classical era.
fuck that bitch.
Fuck that bitch. Gonna do that. Oh, Desbo watching political stuff.
Now I'm watching my nigga B Dobbins for the win.
Use black. He knows you can't understand none of that political stuff.
As I'm sure you've all heard by now, this year's Call of Duty is finally doing what everyone said they should do 4 years ago. In bringing the series back to World War II. Just make sure there wasn't any confusion about that fact. They literally named it Call of Duty World War II. And just gauging the
I don't want to hear that shit.
Oh, a second.
What?
I just thought about something. If I play video while you're recording, would that make your shit demonetized or some shit?
I'm not gonna monetize it anyways, but I don't think so. I mean, they could do content ID. I'm not like showing the video or anything.
Oh, okay.
But it's not music. It's not copyrighted music. It's not like you're sitting there playing some fucking jungle beats or something like that, you know.
Nigga, I'm gonna play some Ariana Grande.
What'd you say, Kill? All rap music just sounds like royalty-free jungle beats? Oh my god.
How do you get content ID'd on rap music? It all just sounds like royalty-free jungle music. They couldn't know sounds different.
Oh my god, Caleb. Oh my god. Why would you do that? Why would you talk about stuff like that? Gonna get me in trouble.
So far, it's pretty clear that this change in setting could potentially win back many X-fans of the series.
Someone's car alarm going off? I think you're tripping, Caleb.
Now look, I don't know if this will finally be the mythical...
First, this is like getting back together with X because they swear they changed.
Oh my god. That's great. I changed this time, baby. Hey, what are we researching?
We do bronze working now.
Alright. That's great. I swear I changed. I'm a changed man. I ain't ever gonna cheat on you. You my only gal. Oh, baby, I love you.
But what I do know is that Activision will run a marketing campaign designed to make you believe that it is, regardless of the truth. So when you see trailers that use big-ass font to tell you you're seeing in-game footage, remember to come back here so I can remind you the cutscene graphics are rarely representative of gameplay graphics, and that shit won't look nearly as good on your Xbox as it does on the high-end machine and display they're using to record.
Damn.
Complement their marketing. They'll
True.
rely on YouTube Industrial Complex
Yes.
to provide quote-unquote third-party analysis from quid pro quo paid shills like LEA, Drifter, and Notorious Child's Camera T-Mart.
Damn.
So as you look ahead,
Damn,
Yeah,
you went hard on T. Martin.
Yeah, he can come at niggas. Oh shit.
Damn.
when 5 or 6 dank-ass games always drop, but you're only
Dank-ass.
ever able to afford 1 or 2, as you debate with friends which games you all want to get together, it can be a perilous time trying to sift through the bullshit, especially with COD. And the last thing we want is a repeat of what happened with Destiny, where even after 2 years of trailers, gameplay footage, and even a beta, people still didn't realize how much ass it sucked, though they had already owned it for like a week.
Yeah. Yeah, that's true. That's 100% true. I can't believe we milked almost a year's worth of game out of that before we
Yeah.
before we actually just like fuck it, we don't want to play it anymore. God damn.
We sat back like, Chris.
They've already owned it for like a week. Oh my god. Who is this?
B Dobbins FTW.
You got to send them to me because that shit was great.
Yeah, well.
Does the multiplayer gameplay actually change? You know, the change of setting is important, but it will only make the game feel fresh for a very limited amount of time if it isn't accompanied by meaningful change to the actual core gameplay. I know
No,
a lot
Call of
of
Duty
people
will
love
never
this
change the core
franchise because
gameplay.
they didn't care for the
Yeah.
No one would buy it.
jetpacks and laser beams and whatnot, so we go back to boots on the ground. That's a good thing. But we have to remember, the whole reason jetpacks and wall running became a thing in the first place is because every COD player agreed they were fucking burnt on playing the same exact game every year. So developers threw in a bunch of random shit in their effort to make the game different. Now they made the wrong changes, but the game still needs to evolve from what it was 5 years ago. Returning to boots on the ground is the
Yeah.
only major gameplay change we see. That's
Yeah,
still
we
gonna
can
get old
we'll fight
fast,
against each
because
other at
then
one
we're just
point.
back at square one. We're just back where we were 5 years ago.
I'll
when we
win.
were already burnt. You know, is this going to be one of these For Honor Evolve type games where you spend more time?
I'll win. I'll collect all the votes, and then I'll do nuclear non-proliferation so he can't craft any and can't build anymore. And I'll just turtle and just destroy him economically. Ain't that right, Desbo? That's what'll happen.
Yeah.
He'll never be able to invade me. I'll let him invade. I'll let him, and then I'll circle the city he takes and starve him out.
Commercial advantage has always been that it's the easiest shooter, and it can remain the easiest shooter. But does it have to still be such a monotonous slot machine? Does every map in this new COD have to be the same 3-lane symmetrical reskin over and over and over again? Does every piece of cover have to be a fucking polygon? I think we're
Watch some of his other reviews.
God damn it.
Your country's gonna be in the dark ages forever. No movable print. Movable print only belongs to royalty, not the serfs.
Sir, Desbo's a serf.
That's racist. My God.
Isn't that right, Surf Desbo?
That's racist.
Fuck yeah.
He said fuck yeah. He's part of the 3rd Surf Regiment. Colors
No.
only.
I have no idea what the fuck you niggas are talking about, but I'm just gonna say yes. Yes.
Yes. Flat power. Yes. Saying yes to everything will get you into some really dark situations, Desbo.
It probably would.
Do you know this lolly? Yes. I mean, you're going to jail, buddy. Do you see that picture? Don't worry, we won't tell the police. They already know.
Yeah, I seen that.
Great. What do you want to do? Optics, since you're in the ocean? Give you some, well, I mean,
Some of that shit,
well, I
yeah.
mean, we could do, fuck, well, really nothing's going to give us anything good right now, but, so I guess we'll do optics.
What's going on, people? I am B Dobbins, FTW, and I know I'm kind of beating a dead horse here because everyone already hates microtransactions, or at least they say they do. Obviously, the actual sales figures would suggest the opposite is true. But regardless, there's not much more to be said on this topic that hasn't been said before. Right? Wrong. I recently had this epiphany where I finally realized just how destructive these systems can be. How they
I love his analysis. I think this is video we talk about Chuck E. Cheese.
It made me so sad. I've always thought microtransactions were obnoxious, shady and whatnot, but now I just feel like it's this terminal illness that may have already spread too far to be cured. Our culture has become so obsessed with just skipping straight to the finish line that we don't realize how self-defeating that actually is. And it's got to stop. It just has to. But so long as games like Call of Duty are seeing these ridiculous profit spikes thanks to these systems, it won't. They're putting microtransactions in remakes of games that never had the shit in the first place. They're literally developing new content for 10-year-old games just so they can sell it off in little chunks. I mean, it's absurd. At this point, it seems like the standard COD just puts more content behind the supply drop paywall.
Call of Duty Modern Warfare new map pack, $39.99. What?
Like,
God, goddamn barbarians! I know he's gonna try to take that shit.
Years ago, when you could only find microtransactions on COD and iPhone games, and it's like now literally every game has some version of it. And this infection is going to spread and destroy every game it touches. And eventually, the experience of gaming itself, it'll feel less like playing a sport and more like shopping for bullshit at Walmart. That's not already the case. Now, I know you can't convince addicts to give the shit up out of some protest. They have to do it because they come to terms themselves with how self-destructive it is to blow money on this shit. Because I realize now, it's not just about wasting your money, it's about destroying your games. There have been several times in my life when microtransactions...
How many microtransactions do you think Destiny 2 is gonna have? So like fucking little emojis and shit like that.
oh,
The
man,
Thinking Man, the Thinking Man
endless.
animation, $44.99.
Order with season pass.
They're
gonna-
gonna have the dab. They're gonna have
Yeah,
all that dumb
the
shit.
dab. You have to go, but you're gonna have to buy Destiny bucks. It's gonna be like shark cards.
Yes.
So each time you
Destiny
no
bucks,
emotes are
dude.
free.
I'd buy the game just for the Destiny bucks, to be honest with you.
Every time you use them.
Oh my god, the emotes are free, but you have to pay every time you use them.
99 cents per use.
What kind of mafioso type of shit is that?
99 cents per use.
99. No, it's gotta be like 2 cents per use. That way you don't. Oh, this is 2 cents, and then it adds up, and you look at your bill. It's $700.
Yes. Oh
Be
my
fucked
god.
up. Can you point to where you want me to go? Okay, I pointed. I wasted 2 cents to tell you where the market is. Have fun. In order to get your stuff after completing a mission, you have to pay for it. Also.
Oh god.
Birthdays, I had a birthday there.
Oh wait, you gotta hear this.
Would go there. That place was the shit. If you're not familiar with Chuck E. Cheese's, basically it's a big ass pizza parlor with a bunch of neat kids games, skee ball, whack-a-mole.
Goddamn
You buy
Chuck E.
pizza
Cheese's.
and tokens. You use the tokens on all these games, and when you play the games, you earn tickets. The better you play, the more tickets you get, and then when it's time to head home, you spend all your tickets on a prize, and they had all kinds of neat prizes. And it was so fun for basically the same reason that video games today are so fun. You know, there's a
fuck.
skill-based challenge and a tiered reward system for completing those challenges. So I play skee-ball and whack-a-mole and such, and one of our favorite games was the Cyclone jackpot freaking thing where this light like goes around in a circle super fast, and you would try to stop the light on a high-ticket amount where the jackpot was talented enough. It was a dumb game. But boy, was it a rush when you hit that jackpot and it lit up and started shitting out 10 bullets. Me and my cousins or friends would sit there and crack out on this dumbass little game and just have so much fun. And eating pizza and soda and laughing and buying tickets for shared prizes or cheating on games sometimes.
Cheating.
Constantly.
That sounds like me. I used to do it with a skee ball. I just like climb up the side of it real quick and just throw the ball through the 100 thing.
Yes.
Have like 800 tickets. They didn't care.
Trying to do high school level statistics, you know, running experiments, telling my little cousins where to spend his tokens so I can record and analyze the fucking data without
Goddamn.
wasting my own tokens. You know, trying to master the intricacies of each game in general. I was like the fucking skee-ball champ back then, just acting a fool like a 7-year-old does. It was just a really thrilling experience. The pursuit of those prizes was a blast. I just had such fond, happy childhood memories there with my friends, brothers, cousins. But then one day, I noticed that next to the ticket price on the prizes, they also had a real money price tag. So that if we wanted to, they could skip getting the tokens and, you know, playing the games to earn the tickets. They could skip all that and just buy whatever prize they wanted with straight cash. So I'm like, well, fucking A, I'm making this whole thing a lot more complicated than it needs to be. I should just try to talk my mom into buying the prize instead of the fucking token. And I had this assumption that that would actually be kind of difficult because I just kind of assumed that the prize would be a lot more expensive than the token. But my mom was more than agreeable and bought me me this dope-ass inflatable sledgehammer, and I'll never forget what she said after. Well, that works out. It's actually a lot cheaper than getting the tokens. And I'm like, what the fuck? Turns out I've been getting $10 worth of tokens, but the best prices were only like $8. And it was almost like a punch in the gut, because I put it together that this whole time, it would have been not only easier, but also way cheaper than actually working for the prizes. All that time I spent busting ass on skee-ball, it was kind of a scam. I should have just been paid.
He was
straight
busting
back.
ass on skee-ball? I don't think I'd want to play after him. That's disgusting. That's pretty nasty, man.
Oh shit. I'm dead.
Changes the complete meaning, like that. Like he should have said busting my ass, not busting ass. You see how one word can completely change the meaning of a statement?
Oh yeah.
Oh my god. Oh, that's
So instead
great.
of the tokens, I get my inflatable hammer, and I'm sitting back at the table with the adults, munching on some pizza. All my cousins are still off hunting for tickets, and my 7-year-old ass is like, hey, fucking plebs. Don't they realize it's all a scam, and they should have just skipped the tokens? But at some point, I'm like, well, now what? I don't have tokens, so I'm going to play the games.
Fuck.
Took my inflatable hammer into the play structure, did some make-believe and shit, but I got really bored really fast, so I asked my cousins, hey, can I borrow some of your tokens to play the games, and I'll give you whatever tickets I win? And they said yes, but soon I realized that things like the Cyclone or Skee-Ball weren't nearly as exciting when nothing was on the line, when there were no stakes. The games by themselves weren't that great because they were actually pretty basic, right? I'm like, man, I would really rather just be home playing some Pokemon Stadium or something. This shit's weak. A game like the Cyclone went from being one of the biggest thrills of my 7-year-old existence to something literally closer to a chore. I mean, it was almost like, it became so pointless and boring once you take away the hunt for the reward. So, for the first time ever, I got bored at Chuck E. Cheese's, and instead of begging to stay longer, I was asking if we could leave early.
Who the fuck built a great library?
Remembering how boring it had been before,
I don't know. That wasn't me this
paid
time.
straight cash for the prize.
Built away in a faraway land. We haven't met the person apparently. So.
But it still wasn't the same because
Damn
the
it,
whole
can't
time
kill
I
him.
was vividly aware of the fact that if I really wanted the prize, I could have gotten it for less money than the tokens. I was vividly aware that I was literally paying a higher amount of money to have the privilege of busting ass in the prize hunt.
Oh my god.
Chance of even getting the same prize.
He just keeps saying it. Busting ass. Why doesn't he just say?
Where I wanted to have fun.
My god.
Fun was chasing the prize. But if I was serious about chasing the prize, I would have just had my mom pay straight cash. But if she had done that, it wouldn't be fun. So I played the games with the tokens, knowing the whole time now that it was basically a joke. That by playing the games, I was intentionally taking the less efficient path towards the prize, and it just sucked the magic out of it completely. No matter which way I went about it, Chuck E. Cheese's would never be as fun or exciting as it once was, and I wasn't self-reflective enough at the age to really appreciate what had happened. I just got bored of it and fell in life. But in retrospect, thinking about the memories I have there, how many more might have been had if I had just kept my head in the sand and not discovered that you could cheat, I almost moved to tier. Fast forward 15 years. Now I'm playing Mass Effect Andromeda multiplayer. I never messed around with the campaign because I knew it would be ass, just like milked fourth titles always are after a franchise has completed its original trilogy. But I liked the multiplayer. I thought it was fun. I've been a big fan of Mass Effect 3 multiplayer as well. And it was a neat game. It came at a time when I was burnt on most of the games I got last fall. It was chill to just drink some coffee in the morning and slice some aliens. And I was on a quest to get to the top page of the leaderboards for Apex score. And I was having a lot of fun, planning out how to build my characters, what powers to combo with what gear, how to adapt my playstyle to best take advantage of said gear and power, how to rank up the most efficiently, pushing myself to play the matches as best as I could, to rack up points and shit, moving up the leaderboards. I was having a lot of fun with it. But then one day, my cousin Mark gets on, and he's like, wow, I just spent $100 on this game. And I'm like, oh, you bought the special super duper deluxe edition? He's like, nah, well, I did that too. But I just spent $100 on the multiplayer packs. This motherfucker now has the most powerful character.
World of Tanks is like that, and that's why I like getting all the tanks.
That was stronger than my maxed out Vanguard. He's running around like a jackass and getting higher scores than me in matches, even when I'm going balls out with my best shit. And suddenly his Apex score jumps up higher than mine because it has a lot to do with unlocks. And immediately, two things occurred. One, I'm never making it to the top of the leaderboard. A few thousand spots.
I like that. Two things occurred to me. Number one, I'm not making it to the top of the leaderboard. Oh shit.
Poor little Tink Tink.
Ugh.
So Mass Effect, you could buy the online unlocks.
Yeah.
That's fucking
Apparently,
dumb. Wasn't
that is
Halo
dumb.
like that? Halo 5? Didn't they have something
Yeah,
like?
yeah, it was. It was dumb.
Of
But
course, I
Halo
guess
5
with
was
Halo
actually more
5,
worse. It was because it was randomized, so
yeah.
you didn't really fault, which you can totally be dicked out because it's all RNG.
I'm sorry, but if you pay for something, it shouldn't be RNG.
Yeah.
Like like when I get a tank on World of Tanks, right? A premium tank, I
Mm-hmm.
can view all the stats. I know what I'm getting before I get it. You know, it should never be. You know, it may be good. Sometimes I buy turds just to get turds, but uh, it it's
Yeah, so
it shouldn't just be like, oh well, you were gonna buy the Huntsman, but because of RNG you got the Churchill 3. It's like what?
yeah,
Thank you for
like what?
$100. You know.
And that's when Chris smashed his Xbox.
That's when Chris gets a lawyer. That's what he does.
Going to be reserved only for those people who drop the most dough. Secondly, I'm thinking, man, I've spent maybe 20 hours on this game to get where I am and unlock all the stuff I have. But had I just spent $20, I'd probably be just as far. I might even be farther. So maybe it does make more sense to just spend the money. I mean, that's 20 hours of my life. Surely an hour of my life is worth more than $1, right? I mean, according to state minimum wage, an hour of my life is worth at least $9 or something. But I'm like, wait a minute, getting high up on the leaderboard and earning unlocks isn't the only reason I'm playing this game. I'm playing this game because it's fun, right? And yet, once you take away the goals, once I'm no longer working towards something because I realize it's a pointless endeavor, suddenly grinding the game's content loses all of its excitement and satisfaction. I'm no longer pushing myself in each match to perform as well as I can. So it doesn't matter. After Marky bought those microtransactions, I never really enjoyed the game again. You know, it begs the question, why do games even put in progression systems in the first place? Why don't games like COD or Battlefield have all the guns and attachments available at launch? You know, why
They
do they
do.
make you
Battlefield
get
does.
them?
You can buy
It's giving me
shortcut kits
incentive
at launch and get all
to
the
work.
stuff unlocked.
Yeah, you can.
I did that. I did that for Battlefield 4, and immediately had this. Remember, I had all the sniper upgrades,
Yep.
and I was completely tilted against anyone else who's having to use stock weapons. When you use when you have that time the best gun in the game for snipers is the intervention, with with the 12 times variable zoom hunter scope. Once you're trying to, no one can ever out snipe you because you don't get the stock guns are nowhere near as good as that. So you're
Yep.
completely tilted against any other sniper.
Fuck them up.
That you went ahead after your got reset. Yeah, was it the submachine gun shortcut? I can't remember. You got one of them one time. Maybe it was Battlefield 4. I think it was Battlefield 4 actually. Oh shit! I bet this turd fucking. Oh my god.
I don't know what the fuck happened there.
I
I had
don't.
to end the call because it was like, what the fuck?
It's probably because I was away from my computer.
Oh,
My
okay,
headset was
okay.
probably losing connection.
Oh, okay, because that hurt my ears. Like, oh god.
And now
Damn
now
it.
now the window has given me like a little error. It click allow to make a call. That's what it says. Well, we're still talking, so oh, what the fuck was that? Uh oh. Desbo? Hello?
Yeah, I'm here.
Okay. I think that was a Facebook Messenger problem. So
Yeah.
that was weird. Anyways, I said, didn't you have to? I was talking. Didn't you? I think it was after your account got reset that one time, didn't it? The last time on Battlefield 3 was it, or was it 4? You got the submachine gun shortcut, or whatever. Maybe it was engineer shortcut or whatever. I thought you got one.
No, I never
Before.
bought one.
You never bought one? Maybe it was Assassin then that did it.
It probably was Assassin, yeah, because I'm cheap as fuck.
But yeah, I remember on Battlefield 4, it wasn't fair. Because like if you just wanted to put, I think it was what like $10 a piece. If you wanted to put like $40 in the game, you could have unlocked all the base weapons. I mean, I guess you could say that you didn't get the scopes. You still had to level the guns up to get the different scopes, but you'd still have all the weapons unlocked, which would normally have been either unlocked through completing objectives or by level.
Yeah.
So
But this is for me personally. I do see his point because, you know, if I was like, fuck it, and I bought everything, let's say in Battlefield 4, all the shortcuts and stuff, the game would be as fun because I'm not working towards a goal. I mean, it
Well,
was
maybe
fun
for
if I played with
you.
my
I
friends.
like cheating, so.
Oh yeah, you're piece of shit.
I don't mind playing Diablo. A lot of people say that with my Diablo 3 character. Well, it's just not as fun when you play as a cheated character personally. I'm like, well, that's personally. It's a lot. It is very fun in PvP when people try to get near you and then they can't because they die at a distance. So,
Well, I mean, okay, PvE wouldn't be as fun. I would argue. I
the
don't know.
PvE is hilarious, especially with the new difficulties they've added. Because my character isn't even overpowered nowadays, but with the new difficulty, like how high you can go, I think
Yeah,
it's
I
like
know.
fucking
It's
Torment
fucking ridiculous.
14 or some shit. Like even I die on that one. I can't kill the enemies quick enough. So,
It's fucking ridiculous. But
well, then again, my character isn't even broken anymore technically because it was technically cheated. It still got cheated items. It was cheated in Diablo 3, the stock edition, but with Reaper of Souls, it's not nearly as cheated, especially with all the updates, because they literally have the seasonal stuff you can get that can make you as powerful as me just by just completing arbitrary objectives during seasons. You have to create a new character, but once the season's over, you can put that gear on any other character.
yeah,
So,
it's fucking ridiculous. But it's like, I see his point. Like for me, let's say for example, if I play MMO, if
yeah.
I'm playing PvE and just grinding out a class, and let's say for example, I got my classes maxed and stuff, and I don't want to play any other classes for whatever fuck reason. Then it's like, well, now what? If I did all the shit that I need to do, then there's no point. Like, so unless
Well,
you
I
want to be a
mean,
dick and fuck people over, then
I
that's
guess
funny.
it would depend on PvE for me. If it was like the good PvE, or like me, I like with cheated characters. I like helping other people with it. People who are having a really hard time. It's a lot of people appreciate every now and then, you know,
You
with someone
sound
that's completely
so
fucking broken.
kind.
Well, I, I,
You
I
take
help
their
people, and
souls
I help
after?
John and Jordan defeat Dark Souls 1 the first time too, through because I had a character could only die from fall damage. That's how they beat the game the first time. So
Like,
I remember someone got mad at me. You fucking hacker! He got really pissed because he kept trying to invade his John's world, and I kept just walking up to him and killing him. And he tried to run and shit. I said I'm just helping my friends get through the game for the first time. I don't
but
really
I don't
play the
mind
game.
being, like, I don't like, sometimes people cheat, and other things like,
I
okay,
don't like when
let's
people
say,
cheat for nefarious reasons. Like I don't like it when they're cheating just to be a fucking absolute cunt, or cheating in games that don't need to be cheated in.
yeah, like,
So,
okay, for example, the
like
new
Dark
game
Souls,
Friday
for
13th.
example. Dark Souls, there's a lot of people who can't beat that game. They just want it. They want the achievements for beating it, but they're just not good enough to play it. And you can't tell someone, "Well, just don't play the game." You know, if you
Well, yeah,
suck
'cause
that
that'd be a
bad.
dick, yeah.
You know, whatever. Diablo, for instance, it doesn't affect anybody that I have a cheated character. It's my personal. I only play with my friends. I don't play online for a reason. You know what I mean? But if you go into like a first-person shooter with an aimbot, when it's a
Then you're an
competitive,
a-hole.
okay, I don't like when people cheat in a competitive game. I should say.
Yeah.
Other games I don't really care about. Single player games, you know, certain multiplayer. Dark Souls, I guess you could argue, has got a competitive side, but you don't have to. It's not the point of the game. It's not like Call of Duty or something where the point of the game is competitive multiplayer. You know.
And also, too, that should be the risk of someone invading, being a dick. Because
Yeah.
honestly, the one problem that I have with Dark Souls 2 is you can just be playing, doing your own thing, and people can invade and, fuck you over.
Yeah. I couldn't play Dark Souls 1 because the frame rate made me sick, so I couldn't play it. It'd give me a headache after a while trying to play because 360 the frame rate was ass. So
For me, Dark Souls, my big problem with Dark Souls was the combat for me personally. It wasn't my type of thing. I
well, the
only like
combat in the newer in Dark Souls 3, I think the combat is similar to For Honor. I think it's the same development team, same engine, right?
No, it's
So
different.
is
For
it
Honor's
slightly different?
broken, but Dark Souls 3 is still, the combat's ass. Because I beat the game,
Damn.
and John and James, they love the combat for whatever the fuck reason.
Probably because they
And
know they can abuse the fuck out of something in it, probably.
because the combat, basically what it is, it's not really skill based at all. It's more knowledge of weapons, which weapons have certain OP special moves where you have to dodge at a certain time.
Which ones have
Because,
like high bleed damage and shit. So
like, 'cause the problem that I have is, let's say, for example, I like fast characters. I built my characters off of, speed, right?
Mhm.
Because that's how I play the game. I like speedy ass motherfuckers, alright? But you should never ever play PvP as a ninja. There's just no advantage to that. Because not only can you be one shot because you're armor, you're not faster than anyone, even with less armor. Yeah, someone with heavy armor and a giant great sword can dodge and move just as fast as someone who has no armor.
it sounds like a balancing issue with me
That's
like,
it's a
between
complete
classes.
balance. This is why everyone you see in Dark Souls runs around with a giant ass greatsword. Because
Why not? There's
why
no
would you?
reason to
Yeah,
use
why not?
anything else. So they kind of
Exactly.
break their own weapon system by having all these options. If it's pointless to use any other ones.
It's so unrealistic. Like you have these giant ass knights jumping, spinning around the air, doing these super combos at you, and it's like, what?
Jumping through the air and doing super ass combos. I'm immediately thinking of like fucking DBZ games, like some sort of fighting games, fucking super combos and shit. Was there like a little counter that appears in the corner? 3 hits, 10 hits,
And then,
50
and
hits.
that's just one thing
Super combo. How you looking? With a fucking great sword, it's fucking.
No, but that's the one thing that irritated me with James. Because James thought, no, I think the problem is that's why you're losing combat. I think you need a shield. No, it's because these people been playing Dark Souls throughout their entire fucking lives. They play Dark Souls 1, 2, 3.
James thinks he always knows what's wrong with you. So, because one thing works from him, so it must be you that's the issue, not the game. So,
Yeah, because he
well,
doesn't want to admit that.
the tank's the same way with him. He doesn't like to admit that there's major flaws with the game. He wants to blame certain tanks for the problems or certain players. What I like is every time we play, like I bitch, but I don't bitch because I'm actually mad. I bitch because I there's either something obviously wrong with the game, like an overpowered tank, or just for the hell of it, just to be funny.
Yeah.
But he'll lose a game and blame everybody else, and he'll lose multiple games in a row. And what I like to see is that what the one thing in common when every time he loses the game, it's him. That's the one thing in
Yeah.
common. You know why? Is because he quote unquote gets good at a game, and instead of then helping other players when they need help, then in return they would support him. He YOLOs in, thinking that because he's a good player, he'll be able to stomp everyone. But I'm sorry, one good player can't beat 5 other people at the same time. Sometimes it just doesn't work.
Unless it's broken, you have to use strategic. Like one person could beat 5 people if you use it strategically.
Well, of
let's
course.
say take out one person at a time.
Well, I don't know if you've ever been in a party when we're playing tanks, but he's always yelling for help. It's because he thinks he knows so much about the game that he'll go off by himself to an area when the entire team's nowhere near him. To be fair, yes, the team probably shouldn't be lemon training, down one side of the map. But when you see that, why would you go to where the entire other enemy team's going to be when you damn know well that they're going to be over there? You might as well stick with the fucking herd and have a somewhat of a chance than to go there and YOLO by yourself and then complain when no one's over here. Where is everybody? Help me! And then he gets mad, starts breathing heavily because the diabetes catch up to him. His neck starts choking him to death. And then, or like Dark Souls there. You know what your problem, the reason you lose all the time? You need a shield. Even though in Dark Souls the shield doesn't really negate damage, it does a little bit of negation. It negates a little bit of damage, but then the rest actually hits you anyways. So if they have a big enough weapon, they're gonna kill you anyways.
Out of your hand and knock you to the floor anyways.
Yeah. Well, even in like Dark Souls 1 and 2, even if you have a shield, if someone has a powerful enough weapon, they're gonna kill you instantly anyways, no matter what your defense is.
Yeah, it's stupid. You can't play like a knight or you can't play like a knight or a ninja. And that's the problem that I have with Dark Souls. People act like, oh man, it's the modern sword combat game, which it isn't. It's Dark Souls for me. What's good about it? What I like about it is the PVE. It's hard. It's creepy.
Yeah, PVE is great.
Yeah, PVE is great. I love that about Dark Souls. The reason I don't touch the game anymore is because James and John don't ever want to play through the story again, maybe on harder difficulties or whatnot. They just want to fight other people. They literally wanted me to get the DLC just to PvP. And I said, why the fuck would I waste money on the DLC when I hate the PvP?
Because, Desbo.
That makes no sense.
You know what's funny is you'll get the DLC and they'll stop playing the game. That's what happens.
Yeah, they do that a lot. I hate that. I really do.
I think I've done that with the Division with you once, but that we all kind of quit that game.
No, we both. No, you didn't do that for me because we both quit the Division because we were the first ones to get it, and James and John were like, "Man, we just got the Division. Why you guys quit?" And we're like, "Well, we realized those ass. I'm sorry."
Yeah. I don't think I've done that with you yet, have I? I don't think I've dumped you on a game that we both bought. I think we have. I have, but we played it together for some period of time before doing it. So,
yeah, it's hard to remember. Like, I think it's like one of those where if you stop playing, I see why you stopped playing.
I think ESO. You could argue ESO because I did kind of leave you there for a while, but to be fair, the game
was
my God,
ass.
Barbarians.
I mean, it was ass. I mean, couldn't blame you. I seen why you did that. The only reason I didn't do that was because I found the guild.
Yeah, you actually found decent people to play with. So.
Yeah, because if I didn't find the guild, I probably would have
You know what's funny is that if you would have found that, if I would have had good internet when you found that guild, I probably would have stayed and played with you for a little while. But remember, I uninstalled it, and since I used to have such shit internet, it would have literally taken me a week to download the goddamn game.
Yeah,
so
it was like, fuck it. Yeah. Can't fucking blame you. I'm not gonna get mad at you for that shit. Fuck. Like, and like For Honor, for example, that's another game. Well, you didn't get, but it's a good thing you didn't get. Shit's ass. Like, 95% of the paid players left. And that's
they only have.
YouTubers.
I think on Steam they went from when the game launched, like I think it was like a concurrent 40,000 players, to like 4,000. When then it's just like fuck, what was it? The other Rainbow Six Siege. It's just like Siege. The player base literally cuts almost in half, and then every time a new character is released, then it doubles for a little bit, and then it drops way down low again. So
no, because this is for me. For Honor,
but at least
ass because balancing issues.
Yeah.
It pisses me. It pisses me off. Okay, and know what pisses me off more now? YouTubers that suck Ubisoft dick. Ubisoft got them pinned to the floor, I guess. They're like,
damn.
You know what? If you don't like the game, then just don't play it. I'm tired of all these people making these blackouts and stuff and demanding Ubisoft to fix the game. He said if it was so easy to fix, they would have done it. I'm thinking, okay,
no. All you got to do is look
up.
at the past few Ubisoft games and to tell that at launch, their game, for the first month or so, their game does extraordinarily well. But then like 90% of their player base drops off immediately because after a month, the glaring issues start causing major problems. Look at Rainbow Six Siege, for instance. Till to this fucking day, they still have that bullshit where people will look completely through windows, but you won't see them until the kill cam shows them leaning through the window almost completely and headshotting you. But on your screen, they're not there because there's a fucking desync somewhere between either player side or server side. There's a desync problem.
Yup.
And they continue to deny that it's an issue. Well, there's a reason your game's not competitive like a fucking Counter-Strike or a goddamn Team Fortress, because it's got major balancing issues and fucking shit netcoding.
Yup.
And the fact that every time a new character is released, they completely fucking break the other characters and make the new characters overpowered.
Like For Honor. Okay, wait, let me talk about For Honor before we go to Siege. First off, the major issue that he decided to ignore was, what was it called? Connectivity. And also, I laughed at that they trying to counter the blackout movement with a whiteout. Instead of a day where no one plays the game at all, they want a day where everyone comes to play it because they want everyone to suck Ubisoft's dick so fucking hard.
Another Tom Clancy game, please. Milk that franchise more, please.
As much as a dick I was, and I got the ninja, I didn't pay any real life money. I just never bought any of the other characters, so I had steal to get the ninja. The ninja is broken. Same as the Centurion.
I don't care about the Spearman.
All the fucking everyone's fucking broken. Everyone. But the new characters were god awfully broken. For example, the ninja. Okay, ninja. Yeah, he might have the lowest health pool, and you can fuck him up. But man, he can kick you. He has this range. he was OP. Same as Centurion. You know, Centurion's actually more broken. You know why? Because you go close range combat, like what you're fucking supposed to do. It's not like niggas have fucking guns. You will lose every time. He can fucking stun you so fucking easily.
He can stun lock you.
Yeah,
That's great.
He puts you in a corner and beats the living shit out
That's
of
like
you.
that sounds like fucking what I can't remember the new was it Caleb, what was the newest Street Fighter? Was it Street Fighter 5?
Yeah, Street Fighter 5.
It sounds like that one had issues too, where people could get you into some of the other Street Fighters had issues, but where the people could get you to the edge of the screen, and because of newer fighting styles, they can just sit there and stun lock you, and you can never fight back ever. Not to mention major netcoding issues.
No,
Mhm.
Street Fighter 5 had the problem with locked on disc DLC.
Well, that one had that one, but Street Fighter 5, I believe, had netcode issues when it launched too.
Tekken 7's having a bad
Was it?
launch. The online servers are pretty bad.
Is it Tekken 7? You know that Friday the 13th game is quite garbage too.
No, that's actually really good. I have it. That's fun.
Oh well,
Good for the one-time gag.
it's good for a one-time gag, yeah. I've been watching multiple streamers, and that game is busted as shit. So.
We mean unbalanced or?
No, just on the PC. I don't know about the console version, but I believe on the PC version is completely fucking broken.
Nothing
So. People, the Jason, I watched this one streamer. He swung with Jason, and the guy was like on the other side of a couch. The guy with the blue shirt and fucking like the jock looking guy. He swung on him, and it sent Jason flying out of the building and under the map into the gray void. And it said they killed Jason. I'm like, what the fuck?
Yes.
it's one of those games that's it's a novelty game. It's nothing you really wanna.
But I can't be super duper mad at him because the team that made it I think is like 15 people. So.
Yeah, it's a super indie game. It's really fun. I did like the different
Is it?
faces of the counselors. Yeah. Also, too, Chris, I pissed someone off so bad my
Yeah, that's
PlayStation was
true.
so funny. Okay, because me and my friend decided just to dick around, right?
Yeah.
And I had shotgun. And someone climbed over the window. He was talking, but I wasn't in game chat, so I shot him. I immediately shot him to me and climbed out the window. And he sent me a message immediately saying, "What the fuck was my malfunction?"
What the fuck was your malfunction? That's great.
Oh, man. And then I started trolling him. He was so angry. We went to game chat and everything. And I was like, no, it's an accident. He's like, no, it wasn't. He said, you clearly shot me. I was like, no, it's just a slip of the finger. He said, he said it requires 2 fingers to shoot. I was like, I never shot him before. How would I know? Oh, man, I was being a dick. And that was another time before I had a gun. I shot him twice in the game.
Well, one second.
He was being